What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, if you're new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below right there. And while you're at it, go ahead and click the thumbs up button to like this video. It is an easy and free way to help support my channel. Okay, we are trying to grow this year in 2024. Okay, honey, growth. All right, y'all. So it's Thursday night. That means it's reality TV talk night with my favorite Nita, the diva.
Hey y'all.
She's
How y'all doing?
she's here and she's featuring a new look for us, y'all. I'm giving Naomi Campbell tonight with
I
my
have the boho.
and she's giving curly boho vibe. So you got
That's why I put. Did you see the thumbnail? I put your picture with the boho.
Oh, you did, girl. I don't even use the. I'm gonna switch it out. I'm gonna switch it out later. Oh, you did. You're so cute.
Yeah, I did.
Picture. So yes, we gotta use this picture moving forward. Yes, honey. Yes, you know, Nita is our creative director over here, you guys. So she does all the glitz and the glam and the, you know, the extra stuff that needs to get done.
I try.
You know, she's good with the editing. She's just good with all that stuff, you guys. Let's give her flowers. I'm gonna let y'all come on in.
Come on into the video. Let me go ahead and
let me share this with a couple people. I did post kind of late on my.
Oh, Lord, Beyonce posting at the same time. We might be short.
What's she posting? What she got going on?
Girl, probably another country song.
Texas. I don't really like that song. I like 16 Carats.
I like 16. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I don't know. It just came up on my notification that Beyonce posted something, but I don't know exactly what it is. But y'all come on in the room. If y'all are catching it on the replay, make sure you hashtag replay and give us your thoughts.
Yeah,
why are y'all not commenting on our videos? What the hell is going on? Do you get comments, Monique?
Girl, barely. I don't know where everybody at, child. Everybody is
listen.
Somebody else's live too, child.
I guess I'm just, I don't know.
You know, it's hard out here sometimes in these.
It is hard out here for people.
Try to, you know, not.
We be trying.
You know, but it's hard. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. You know, I hate competing with other people, but sometimes you just have to do it when you can. Yeah, y'all. I'm waiting for a few more y'all to come in. This is a little bit slower than normal.
I ain't heard nobody, but you know, I do know that a lot of people are live at this time. So
yeah, and I did post kind of late on my tab. So
yeah, I tried to put it up around 6, 7.
Yeah, I gotta do better at remembering to post it. I wish I could just auto do it, but no, I gotta just remember.
But it's okay. We can just go ahead and go through and start going through and make sure our replay crew look out for us and
replay crew. Please look out for your girls and show
especially y'all our regulars.
Yeah.
Just comment a little bit. Comment, share it, do something, anything. Let us know you. You know what I'm saying? You mess with us, y'all mess with us. Come on, y'all.
Come on in and show us some love. Okay, so we're gonna start out with Potomac, and then we're gonna end with Married to Medicine. I'm looking forward to discussing Married to Medicine because there was a lot of talking points I felt with the finale. So I really want to hurry up and get to Married to Medicine. But let me get Potomac out the way. Okay. So the ladies,
I'm over Potomac.
I'm over Potomac, and we've said this before. You know, they've had a good run,
But it's crazy that this is not their season finale. They started at the same time, and they still have more episodes.
I think
Really?
they're almost done because they actually just shot the reunion this week.
Okay.
So I think, which actually, hold on, they actually are late. They should have been shot the reunion. Damn, I
That
wonder how
part.
many more episodes
That
we
part.
got.
That's
Yeah,
why I thought it was a lot more episodes
I
coming
see what
because
you mean. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So I thought it was going to be maybe 5, 6, 7 more episodes because we still really haven't touched on Mia's situation. But I feel
Mm.
like it is like lingering in the background, but I don't think we have no other story to kind of like pad this out for however many episodes they lingered this reunion on. So
Yeah, I'm actually surprised now that I think about it that they just now shot the reunion because then they have to go through and edit it. So it's going to be a few more weeks before it actually hits our screens. So
exactly, that's why I was like, "Ooh, what is going on?" And Potomac, according to Twitter,
mm-hmm,
according to the reviews,
mm-hmm,
people are not featuring Potomac like that. But why do they have so many more episodes? That's interesting, you
mm-hmm.
know. I don't know.
Well,
And
you know,
then, did you see Ashley's statement that she put on Twitter today about it being a rough season?
I just saw that like an hour ago.
Yes, and I was like, "Ooh, it sounds like she out and she trying to get ahead of it,
Well, I
ahead
think
of the
she was
story."
also saying she had like personal stuff that was going on with her during the season. So, you know,
Oh my god, I can't believe ain't nobody say hello. Say
I know this
hello,
is kind of
hello.
strange for us, but you know, sometimes it be like that, I guess. Yeah, no one is
Mm.
here. I guess someone else is live. I think Pretty Girl actually is live. And
It's
yes, okay, I'm gonna do
no,
that
hey,
post.
hey, 8 a.m. in Charlotte. Thank you.
Yeah,
God, I'm like sitting up here like,
yeah,
where
Brillo.
the hell? And this is my first time seeing you in the chat. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome,
Make sure
welcome.
you subscribe to both our channels if you like what you see. If you want to talk reality talk, Monique Nicole and myself, you know, yes, thank you so much. Is
Yes.
that your girl? They on your channel, so
Okay. Yeah, Brillo and Pretty Girl are live right now, so that probably explains it. But we're gonna get into
oh, Montana Max, is that true?
is
Okay.
it you,
Look, people be trying to change their names
boo? Okay.
because when you email someone, that name shows up in the person's email. So I don't know if that's what you were doing, Montana Max or whatever,
Okay.
but I know I had to create a whole new email because I ain't want nobody saying Nita the Diva on there. I'm like, what? No.
All right,
So
let's
yes.
get to
Thanks.
Potomac.
Thanks
So
for
the
coming.
ladies are still in the DR. Fun fact, where they're staying at, I actually stayed there in 2021 for a bachelorette trip, Casa de Campo. And that resort is amazing. It's not cheap, but if enough of you guys go, you know, it makes sense. The accommodations were great. It's a very nice place. A lot of the celebrities stayed there. I think Drake has stayed there. I don't
Okay.
know if he's a property there or if he's just stayed there. I think they said Vin Diesel has a property there, and it is nice. It is so nice. I don't think the cameras are really showing the beauty of
I
Like
don't think so
the
either.
resort,
I'm like, they're going there. Why not catch the views and how beautiful it is?
yeah, it's a gorgeous little own, like almost like its own. I don't want to say island, but it's like it's
Especially
huge.
if
It's
the entertainment isn't entertaining. Like,
yeah.
let's get the views.
The
Hello?
property is amazing. We were in a huge villa. We had a chef that prepared breakfast for us, and it was just, oh my gosh, I was living like a celebrity. I felt like so. It's beautiful, you guys. But anyway, so I'm gonna start. I don't have that much for Potomac, but I'm gonna start with the dinner scene when Giselle, and I really wish we had some of our OG supporters in here because I really want to know what everyone thinks, but it's okay. Replay crew, please get in the comments and let us know your thoughts and opinions on the topics that we discussed tonight. So at this dinner scene, this is the moment when Giselle is discussing her daughter Grace going to college in Florida, and the ladies weigh in on that. Of course, Giselle is nervous, but she's not gonna let it stress her out too much. And I agree, you know, it's not like Florida is this war zone, you know. I mean, it's not that crazy. It's crazy, but it's not that crazy. There's no need to make yourself sick over it. You know what I'm saying? Yay! Monique is
Hey,
here.
Monique.
Whoop, whoop.
We was wondering about our OGs. We
Yeah, I
like, what's
missed
going
you. Yeah, it was a little crickets in here for a minute.
on?
But yeah,
Thanks for coming through, boo.
we're rolling in. So let me spruce it up since people are rolling in now. So Giselle is talking about sending her daughter to an HBCU in Florida. And I get it, especially for people from the north. Yeah, Florida looks crazy. We all watch the news, we all see the headlines. I would be nervous as well.
Right.
But again, it's not something that I would be like sick over. So while they're at the table, of course, the ladies are showing their support to Giselle and, you know, congratulating her and her daughter's accomplishment of going to college, especially going to HBCU. Wendy and Candace are seen making odd faces to each other in reference to the things that Giselle is saying. They were giving each other the eye, they were smirking, they were doing all this weird stuff.
Girl, I would have gave them a whole middle finger.
And I'm gonna be honest, y'all know I don't rock with Giselle. Y'all know I'm team Candace and Wendy, but you guys know me. I speak my own mind. I'm not biased. And if I feel something, I'm going to say it. It did feel inappropriate for me. It felt weird. Like before Robin even said anything, I as a viewer was like, why are they doing it felt weird to me because of the context of the conversation. They're talking about her daughter. So I didn't understand the weird faces and the back and I just didn't understand it. If they were talking about anything else about Giselle, if they were talking about her boyfriend, whatever, I would understand. But I didn't understand the looks and the weird smirks and the glaring.
I mean, that's fine for you to not understand that. But what I understand is that they have mistreated me and Robin has actually videotaped somebody assaulting me across the table from her. Like, I don't want to hear anything that Giselle or Robin has to say. And I'm just sorry. And I don't care if it's about the kids or whatever. I mean, I guess you could say that, but at the end of the day,
I think it's weird.
I don't know. I just feel like no. I feel like they don't make no concessions for them. I'm not making any concessions for them. And basically what it felt like to me is that they were just saying, I'm not listening to this bitch. Whatever the hell she talking about it, and I don't give. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a AF. You know what I'm saying? That's what it felt like to me.
Weird to have that stance when someone is talking about their daughter.
I don't even think that they even heard that they just heard that they was talking. I don't even think that they even
No, they
heard.
did, because Wendy then chimed in and said that she wouldn't send her black boys to Florida, to a school in Florida.
Okay.
So, I mean, I just found it to be weird. Again, Giselle can say anything else out her mouth. You can roll her eyes at everything else, but I just find it weird.
Okay, so look at what Monique just said in the chat. She said they were just communicating silently. I felt like, you know how you give your friend a look or whatever. But I mean, looks is whatever. And they didn't downright disrespect her child.
No.
I felt like, for me, but that's just me. This is my opinion. I just feel like it was towards her.
I agree.
A lot of times people try to conflate the issues. Like, you know how people be like, when they're trying to tell you you're a bad mother or you're talking about my children.
I don't like that either. Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like is something along those lines. And no, bitch, we don't like you, and so we don't even care what you're talking about. It could be your daughter, it could be your dead mama, it could be whatever. We just don't care. I'm sorry, we don't care. We ain't say nothing. We just saying we see each other. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I'm just saying, again, my opinion, I just think it's weird to
Right. Candace did say congratulations. Did you see? And I don't even think she even acknowledged it. Right?
Weird to.
Did she acknowledge it? Did she acknowledge the congratulations? So what I'm saying is that why are you putting forth this effort and the person didn't even acknowledge what you said? So it don't matter if you're making weird faces or if you say congratulations, it doesn't matter because she still don't give a fuck about it. And at the end of the day, that's all I'm saying.
Well, so also in that conversation, Mia, basically in a playful way, threatens Karen and saying that she has dirt on Karen and things like that. This is all retaliation because Karen said that Mia was effing a rapper. And I just feel like when it comes to Mia and what Mia says, you literally have to take it with a grain of salt because Mia has been proven to be a liar. She has been proven to get information wrong. She's lied before. So I don't really believe anything that comes out of Mia's mouth. Now, some would say, look, there's been a lot of rumors circulating Karen over the years. Blue Eyes, that was many, many years ago. She's had different rumblings about Karen in the streets. Could there be some truth to it? Sure. I don't put anything past anybody. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if the day will ever come that Karen gets exposed, but I just know I'm not believing nothing that comes out of Mia's mouth. Exactly. That's what I know.
Mia's mouth is just like Martell Hope's mouth is in Love and Marriage DC. I mean, Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't believe it.
Don't. Next. And I can't wait to go in on Mia a little
now,
bit.
If somebody else that's credible can say it, I honestly, I do believe that her and Ray have a arrangement.
Mm-hmm. Some sort of agreement.
I mean, Papa ain't doing nothing.
Nothing. Sorry, Ray.
And Karen is looking good out here in these streets, in these 60-year-old streets. Mm-hmm. And you don't really get your little thing until like 40. So I mean, I don't even know. I'm at 50. Mm-hmm. I can't speak to 60.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm not saying that Karen is. I believe it. But I ain't gonna believe it out of Mia's mouth.
Exactly.
That's what I'm not gonna do. So get somebody else to do a Mia because your motherfucking name is trash in these streets. Use a liar.
Use a lie, girl. We're gonna get to her lies later because she had we gonna get
inheritance, bitch. Get out of here.
Yeah, in a couple minutes, y'all. Don't you worry. I got her in my notes. So the ladies are at I think we actually get into it right now. The ladies, wait, Moochie's going live too? Oh, in 30 minutes. Okay. Okay. So the ladies are at lunch. Ashley was basically opening up about her divorce and her, not feeling comfortable divulging certain information at the time, in front of the ladies. And, Mia kind of started questioning Ashley and in a roundabout way being like, are you with Michael for his money? And so Wendy chimes in. It was like, well, bitch, Mia, are you with Gordon for his money? And Mia's like, no, y'all know he broke. Y'all know he broke. And Wendy's friend was like, no, ma'am.
He broke now.
But he wasn't broke when you met him. So let's do this correctly. Y'all, Mia proceeds to say that when she got with Gordon, that she had more cash in the bank than he did. And she actually got her money through an inheritance. The girls were gagged. The girls were shocked because this is not the story that Mia told us 2-3 years ago when she first came on the show.
Right.
Came on the show, shout out to Dr. Wendy for bringing it back up. She's like, no, ma'am, when you told us, I thought the story was you met him, you were working at a gentleman's club. He came in one night and was a high roller and sweeps you up off the feet. And she's like, I mean, yeah, but he ain't really had it like that. And Candace is like, baby, he was dropping 10 stacks on you. I mean, that ain't really a lot of money. That's chump change. That's not a lot. Bitch, 10,000 in one night is chump change? To who? To who? To who?
Not to her either.
To whom? Please let me know.
Is she fronting? Just like people be fronting for the gram?
She is fronting, man. 10 stacks in one night? Sign me up. That's a lot of money, bitch.
Listen. And then how did this come? How long Mia been on the show? This is her third season. We ain't heard nothing about no motherfucking in her. Girl, shut up. You and your lies.
I thought your parents were on drugs.
I cannot with Mia. I like her because I feel like she gives a good banter with the girls, and I feel like she keeps it light, and I feel like she doesn't go below the belt, and I feel like she's in the pocket for a housewife, but at the same time, that bitch lie her ass off. Do you hear me? She been lying her ass off. It be ridiculous. Exactly, Monique. It be ridiculous. But like I said, I just feel like that she handles conflict a little better than the other girls so that we can be entertained and it's not we're breaking up the group and we're getting alliances and all that stuff. I feel like she just has like a good grasp on fun shade and she rolls with the punches and stuff like that. Because even when she went to that thing with Karen, she was just like, oh, well, I'm not going. She backed up off that. Mm-hmm. But some people would go further.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I think deep down, she still has a respect and appreciation for Karen. So she doesn't want to completely cross that line with her, which I can respect. Because Karen did bring her into the fold, bring her into the fold, whatever. Hold on.
Child, I can't wait till we get to Robin and that foolishness.
Oh, the sex game?
Girl.
I don't have it in my notes, but since you brought it up.
a mess because I'm trying to get through this shit. I'm
She
trying to
does
turmeric
her
medicine.
whole. She be really making her and Juan look crazy every season. So they playing a little sex game, y'all. You know, they're doing different sex questions and things like that. You know,
I'm trying to understand
I like when the
what's her end goal, Monique. I need to know. Like, what are you doing? Are you trying to make yourself look?
You said Monique, bitch. You trying to? I ain't Robin.
No, I'm asking you your opinion. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is
Well,
her goal, her end goal. Like,
let me set it up for the
at
people.
every turn, she makes herself look stupider and stupider and stupider.
Well, she exposed Juan in this scene. So y'all, I like when the girls are getting along. It's very few and far in between, but I do like it. So they're playing this little game. They're asking each other sex questions and cute, 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 cute. So we gets to Robin. And just asks her, Robin, what's like a kinky or like a freaky request or thing that Juan has asked you to do or wants you to do, what have you? She's like, well, it hasn't happened yet, but he would like to have somebody. Wait, hold up, shit. Does he want
it doesn't matter.
Watch them, or he wants to watch her with?
He wants to watch her
with
whomever. It doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl.
Yep, that's where she told on his ass. I was like, bitch.
I was like,
you just aired
girl because he don't want to do it. That's why.
First of all, she definitely set her. Thank you, Monique. She set herself up because as a man, you know, you don't want to be in the streets that you want to watch your wife getting F by another man. That's when it gets a little murky.
I ain't never heard no shit like that. I mean, it's
heard it
from the queer boys.
I heard it.
The queer people.
Yeah,
the queer people have a little, you know, they got some proclivities. So now I ain't never heard of it. I never experienced it. That's what I'll say. I never experienced it, but I see it like in, you know, entertainment and TV shows and all that stuff. But in this real life scenario, I feel like he want to see somebody else doing it because he don't want to do it. That's what I see.
He don't want to be the one to buck her.
He don't want to be the one doing it. No. So of course he want to see other people doing it. So I ain't never heard a man,
a straight man,
want that part, want to see anybody, especially of a male persuasion, to put their hands on their wife. So
yeah,
this whole fabrication of remarriage and all that stuff, y'all can go take that shit somewhere else. We don't buy it. We don't believe it. Get it out our face.
I know he cussed her ass out when this shit aired.
It's crazy.
As a black man, I know he cussed her ass out. Like, bitch, you put me on Jump Street, like on Front Street. Like, you really aired my shit out.
A damn mess. A mess. And I'm just like, girl, if you like it, I don't love it. Like, I'm not gonna be sitting up here talking about if you like it, you love it. Look, I'm judging you. You know, people don't want
you the style.
I'm judging you. We need to bring back shame. We need to bring back judgment.
They make Peter
fucking fool. Do you hear me?
Juan might be a swinger because swingers like things like that.
Okay.
Swingers, sex parties and stuff.
But I don't feel like Robin is.
No, she
like, are you with the wrong partner?
But he might be.
Yeah, look, she said him and his kinks. No.
I'm just
listen, I almost believe that thing about him and Michael Darby.
We gonna leave that one alone. Mm-mm. 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 I'm gonna stick to what I believe, and I believe they're good guy friends who like to cheat
now
on their girls.
Listen, okay, so
they have a bro code, and basically Juan know that Michael's not gonna snitch on him, and Michael knows that Juan won't snitch on him. So
okay, so I'm gonna give you that. But what I'm trying to say is that I feel like that statement that Robin made almost feels like the same way that Michael Darby and Ashley conducts their life. Like there is some, I'm watching you, you can do something, you could do, like there is some openness, and there's some, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe not exactly the same thing, but I still feel like I'm not ruling it out.
We gonna move on. So not really much to say. The episode ends with the girls after the lunch talk about the money and Mia having more money than Gordon, all that hoopla. After all that, Ashley getting up to sing. After all that stuff, the girls head to the beach. And
I thought the singing was cute. I heard everybody ragging on it. I
muted it because I don't think she can sing, and I get secondhand embarrassed. I'm going off of the past. I
thought it was cute.
I muted my TV because I get secondhand embarrassment really, really bad. So I just muted it because I didn't want to hear it. But if she didn't sound bad, that's good. I'm happy for her. But I'm going off.
I was like, good. I didn't even. Yeah, no.
I'm going off of the past performances from Ashley. So I just thought it would be best for myself to mute it.
Oh my God.
Let's get past that. I'm happy that she is confident.
Hey, Auntie.
So she muted it too. I know that's right, girl. Mute. Because I just can't do the secondhand embarrassment. But I am happy that Ashley is confident in herself to get up and stand up on national television and sing in front of those ladies. You go, girl. I couldn't do it. And to be honest, I have better vocals than Ashley, but I couldn't do it. Catch.
Are we doing that now?
Oh, no. I gotta prepare. I'm like Mariah, I gotta get my tea together.
Okay.
But yeah, so at the beach, girl, Giselle and Robin are talking, and of course she calls over the minions, and did you hear last night, or not hear, did you see last night at the dinner table when Giselle was talking about her daughter, how Candace and Wendy were eyeing each other and smirking and giving looks? I mean, and it was there. It was there. We're not gonna sit here and act like they weren't doing it. Now, I did see a sneak peek for next week's episode, and Wendy and Candace explained themselves and pretty much said what Nita said. It didn't have shit to do with her daughter. They don't really F with Giselle, so no matter what she says, they're gonna tune her out. It had nothing to do with her daughter. It had everything to do with Giselle. For me, y'all can have your opinion. Again, if we're talking about anything else, I get it, but I just don't see the need. Even if I don't like someone, I've been in spaces where I don't like somebody and they're talking. I know I'm not an idiot. I know what that feels like. I know it's like, bye, bitch. I don't care what you're saying. I get that feeling, but for me, I wouldn't put on display when someone's talking about their child going to college and we're talking about racial matters. I just thought it was a weird time to make weird face. I just thought it was weird. The timing was weird, whether I like you or not. But that's just me. I'm different. So that's just me.
I don't have no rebuttal to it because I'm just like, I don't care.
But I respect them for saying, no, it had nothing to do with your daughter. It had everything to do with just the fact that you were talking and we don't really like you. So
I agree. And I don't feel like I'm a mean person and that I would actually do that. But from if we start at the beginning of the story, I don't understand why that is wrong after all the wrongdoings that they have done to them. Not speaking to them, not acknowledging them. They come to their events and don't even speak to them.
I mean, it's vice versa. I'm not
doing that.
We can't put it all on Giselle. Candace and Wendy don't see it for them either. Wendy pays her dust every chance she gets. So it's not like Giselle
at the beginning of the story, because at the beginning of the story, they was trying to kiss her fucking ass.
Yeah, at the beginning of the story, they were friends with
Giselle. Yes. And things have happened, and Giselle has not ever rectified and did anything to make the situation better. So I'm not placating you and making you feel better because you want to be perceived as. Listen, I'm not a better person. I want to be the bigger person. Girl, trust me, I did that the first 35 years of my life, and I tell you, that's the biggest regret of my life, because you do not get that in return. And as soon as you remember and understand that, the better you will be.
That's a word. I agree with that. All right, y'all. So that was Potomac, child. Y'all know how we feel about Potomac. We're kind of over it.
All right, we're over.
On to something a little bit more better. That was better, in my opinion. Something that I enjoyed more was Married to Medicine, and I was actually sad that it was the
finale.
They only got 14 episodes this season. Collectively, again, I'm a day one fan of Married to Medicine, so I will say collectively this season overall was more of a lackluster season. There were some.
Yes,
I didn't even rate Potomac. That's how much I don't care.
Yeah, right. And my aunt just said, "Preach, baby girl," because we know we had the foresight. We are in our 40s, 50s, or whatever. We have the foresight that being a bigger person is not the role you want to play, baby. Listen.
Yeah. I've been the bigger person most of my life, but I definitely see what you're saying.
How did that work out for you?
Not always good. So, you still.
I'm over Potomac. I guess I give it like a 3 or 4. I thought that we talked about some things. There were some things to be discussed. I give it a 4.
Yeah.
And that's like the lowest I've really ever gave something, but
yeah, I could care less. So,
but anyway, we're moving on to Married to Medicine.
Married to Medicine, like I said, overall, it had some good moments this season, but collectively, it was more of a lackluster season. They've had much better seasons before. I think they thought that Phaedra was going to do more this season, and she didn't. So that was kind of a blow. But yeah, let's get into the episode. So, like I said, this episode to me had a lot of scenes that sparked, some good conversation. So I'll start with the beginning scene. They're still in Hilton Head. And I like the scene in the beginning with Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, Dr. Heavenly, and Dr. Alicia, where they are discussing basically their husbands and the roles that they play within their marriage, and basically learning to pick your battles in certain aspects as a wife, and just different things like having your own account with your own money, so there's certain things you do and move around, and you don't have to explain nothing.
Where's that 150 at in her own account?
And just doing certain things as a wife for yourself that will also benefit your husband and will keep the peace within the relationship. Like even cooking, bitch. If you don't feel like cooking, you better pick some shit up from the store and act like you put it together. You don't just put it on, present it nice for the nigga. I mean, shit. You know what I mean? You don't feel, Heavenly said, bitch, if you don't feel like ironing his clothes and doing his laundry, you better hire a bitch to come in when he's not there. Bring somebody. Y'all got, that's the thing. They have money, they have resources, they have access. So it's nothing for them twice a month to hire a maid or housekeeping twice a month. It's nothing for them to do it.
So what I'm wondering about this whole thing, like, I feel like, are they trying to humble themselves? Are they trying to act like that's not an option for them? Like, why is this an issue?
No, it's not an issue. They were trying to coach Dr. Alicia and help her.
Oh,
that was more so for Dr. Alicia, because the other ladies were.
I feel like that was common sense, but you know what? Because her husband probably feel like that's what she should be doing.
Exactly. So it's a little different, and like I love the Simone.
Like, what, girl?
Yeah, they were basically giving a piece of their experience, sharing it with her to be like, girl, you don't gotta break your back and do all this. You better hire somebody to iron his clothes and do the laundry a couple times a month, you know, whatever. They were trying to just kind of help her out with that situation. That's what I gathered from the scene. But I like that scene because it felt like girlfriends just having a real conversation, being authentic, forget the cameras. And he's definitely, I don't care for him. I don't care for.
You know what? I feel like these people have learned from these popular shows, i.e. Love and Marriage, Huntsville, about the chauvinistic, it gets conversation. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel
like that's in his DNA.
Really? I feel like they come on these shows willingly, trying to, I don't know. I don't know. Something reads inauthentic, because for me, I feel like Dr. Alicia said she was raised by a single mom. She knows how to do all this stuff. So why the fuck would you marry a caveman? That doesn't make sense to me. Mm-hmm. It doesn't.
They say opposites attract. I don't know.
Girl, okay.
Hey, Kira, thanks for tuning in. We missed you.
I was wondering about you.
Yes, girl, I sent you the link, child, but I know you're busy. You know, so that was interesting. So we're at dinner now, still in DR. This is the last night on the, not DR, wow, I'm getting the shows mixed up. South Carolina, Hilton Head, and Simone delivers a very nice speech, just acknowledging and celebrating, 10 years of them being a group of friends, aka 10 years of being on the show. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He ain't acting. He's African, and they believe in that bullshit. Especially the.
I feel like the women said that they dealt with Africans, and they eating pussy. They going facing the place.
It's levels to it now. It is levels to it, but
yeah, I mean,
he's more of an old school. I would love to see how his father is, because that would probably explain a lot. But yeah, anyway, so Simone delivers a speech celebrating the 10 years of their friendship and just 10 years of being a group, and just it was a really, really nice speech or whatever. Now, Phaedra brought up a really good point that I do want to bring up. She acknowledged that this group really supports the institution of marriage and really building together and reconciling. And I do think that is rare for reality television. That is something that over the years I really appreciated seeing in these group of Black couples on reality television. I will never forget the way the group rallied around Cecil and Dr. Simone during their issues many years ago, where they literally actually filed for divorce and was about to end a 21-year marriage. I will never forget how the group, not just the women, the men too, rallied around them and tried to help them and really that conversation really saved, I'm sure with other work and stuff, but that really saved their marriage. They had filed for divorce. We watched it on television, them come together and say, you know what, I'm not going to file. I'm not going to go through with the divorce. And I remember when Andy Cohen said, wow, that was some of the realest shit I have ever seen. And it really was. So I have to give this group, kudos for that, for really trying to support each other.
And they did that for Dr. Jackie.
And they did it for Dr. Jackie too. They did. They were there for her. And
I don't know. Let me just say this. I know I'm maybe in the minority, but I know that a lot of women want to go through struggle love and try to make it work for the betterment of whatever. But what I definitely do believe that people grow apart. And I feel like Dr. Jackie is still married because she feels like she needs to still be married. I don't feel like Dr. Jackie is happy, especially that motherfucker is in the DR every goddamn every other episode. He in the DR. He not even with you. You done hire new people. You've done the things. You done cut your hours back and all this stuff or whatever. Simone is not happy.
Ooh.
She was in a whole nother house. They had 2 different houses.
Yeah.
I don't feel like these people are happy, and I don't feel like that you should sacrifice your life for whatever the Bible say about this whole marriage thing.
I agree.
No.
Yeah.
Huh?
I agree with that. Yeah.
Like, if you're not happy, then you need to move on. Like, I mean, I feel like these people, 21, 26 years, I feel like they've done all that they have done. They've given their best years. They can't have children no more. They can't do nothing else no more. I just want them to be happy. Yeah. And I feel like you have to be happy outside of a man. You have to understand happiness. That is what Toya is dealing with. Even though Eugene is a good man, Savannah, maybe that's not the man for her. Maybe she want a drug dealer. Maybe she want Tariq. Maybe she want girl, she wants some excitement in her life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I swear, I feel like, yes, y'all have these ideals in your head, and y'all might be with the wrong people, and that's just it. And you have to not be afraid of not cutting off the relationship. You have to sever the relationship in order to find your happiness. Happiness is in you first, and then you find your mate. And so, but I feel like a lot of people couple because they just want to have somebody. But I'm gonna get off my soapbox.
There is some truth to that. Now, I will say, I think Dr. Simone and Cecil are in a happy, I think they're in a good place, seemingly in a good place.
They are content. What I mean by content is that I got my companion. He's gonna go with me, and like when you hit a certain age, you will be like, okay, is this person gonna be here for me? Am I gonna be there for that person? And if that's that person, that's where I feel like Cecil and Simone are. Like, I don't feel like they are happy with each other. I don't feel like they are on the same page. I don't feel like none of that. Like, I feel like they are settling and they are content, and that's just what it is. And some people take that fine. I'm okay with that. Fine. Take that. If you know you can't jump out there and try to do the things you got to do to cultivate another relationship, then that's just what it is. Like, like, shit, I done had these damn kids. I done grew up with this man. Like, I get it. But I swear, I feel like Simone don't want to be with Cecil. I'm telling you that I don't think that she wants to be with him. I don't feel like Cecil want to be with her. I just feel like, okay, I'm living in the house. I'm good. My kids good. We got enough money. I can have my bar down in the basement. I can drink my life away. I can just do whatever I want to do. Simone can go to work, and like I just feel like there's contentment there, but it's not happiness there.
Mm-hmm.
You see the difference? It's like, do you want to be happy or do you want to be content? You know?
Well,
Listen.
So the couples reflect on their marriage when Simone asked the question to the group, who has said that they want a divorce? And majority of the table raised their hand. Toya and Eugene raised their hand. Dr. Alicia raised her hand. Phaedra raised her hand. And obviously, Dr. Simone and Cecil raised their hand. I was surprised Jackie didn't, because I thought that when her and Curtis had their falling out, I thought divorce was a conversation for them, but maybe it wasn't. I could be wrong. But yeah, so shout out to the couples for being honest and being candid. Toya and Eugene, said that last year was I feel like they've had a couple rough years, but that's marriage. Last year
was surprised that Eugene raised his hand.
A lot of people were, even at the table, they were like, "Oh, Eugene," he was like, "Yeah, we've had those moments. We've had those."
I'm sure she did, but him, no.
But a lot of people were surprised that Dr. Eugene also raised his hand. I don't want Toya and Eugene to divorce, because I think overall they have a very nice relationship. Are there things that could be improved? Yes, always. But I just think collectively they have a beautiful family. I love the way that they've raised their children. And, I want them to succeed as a couple. But one thing that they all said at that table, that marriage is not easy. And that's something that kind of scares me about marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have this thing to, like, society has told us to aspire to marriage, but we haven't been given the tools to succeed in marriage. Yeah. So it's like,
I want Toya to go to therapy. I feel like she needs therapy. She needs to understand that her happiness does not reside in Eugene. Her marriage would be perfect if she could understand that she needs to find something within herself and stop relying on somebody else to make her happy. That is absolutely a no-no. And I don't even think it's that complicated. I feel like happiness is an inside job.
Preach.
I feel like I've known that. Like, I understand you can have problems with people and you can say whatever, but at the end of the day, you have to understand and find out what makes you happy and stop trying to rely on your husband, who's trying to be a father, a provider, a dentist. Not a dentist. He was an ER doctor. All the things. Eugene was doing a lot, and I swear I feel like Toya is not holding up her end of the job. I mean, if your end of the job is just being pretty and just,
I just think she has a lack of sympathy and empathy for
it's
him.
ridiculous.
Like,
It's
I don't know.
ridiculous.
But I also understand. I'm not saying he's allowed just because he's an ER doctor, he's allowed to drop the ball. Again, like we said previously in previous
No, I said that. I was like, yeah, she has every right to.
Yeah, I was
keep
gonna
him on his toes, but
that in
at the same
previous
time, girl, what you doing?
right. So yeah. Moving on. So yeah, another interesting topic at the dinner table. Dr. Heavenly reveals that she has been moved the most by Kima and Alicia's relationship. I was very shocked by that. She reveals that Damon actually shares a lot of the same sentiments as Kima. Now, he's not as vocal and abrasive with it, which I can appreciate as Kima, but he does agree with a lot of his sentiments on gender roles within marriage. Nita, how did you feel about this revelation that Heavenly made about Dr. Damon Daddy?
I agree. I feel like even him, he's come into segments and interviews and confessionals and like, yeah, no, yeah, this might sound sexist. I'm like, no, it don't sound sexist, nigga. It is sexist. You know what I'm saying? So, even he knows that.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Dr. Heavenly, I feel like that's that Gen X, that's that baby boomer era, and that's what they've been trying to impart on us, and we're trying to get away from.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I mean,
but I would say different things are for different people. So I feel like if they both have an understanding,
exactly.
they're both okay.
I agree.
And
find people who align
like-minded
with your stuff.
Exactly. Not like an Alicia and Kima situation.
Exactly.
Because it seems like Kima is trying to force this on Alicia versus Heavenly and Damon. They actually have an agreement and an understanding.
Yes.
And both agree with those traditional old school values. That's the difference between those two couples to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I personally like that Damon is more quiet about it and not as abrasive and vocal.
That's why I don't have no problems with him. Yeah. I'm good with Damon because I feel like he's not a, like, you know, I don't know if you watch Game of Thrones, and they like, if you have to keep saying you're a king, you're no true king.
Yeah, he doesn't give me rah rah. I'm the man. Bow down. He doesn't give me.
Are because you are.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And I love that about them. And like I said, like I tell my son, because he's getting into this whole little, you know, he done already had his heart broken, all that stuff. And I was just like, well, you have to find the women that align with your beliefs. Like if you want to be traditional, there are traditional women out there. Mm-hmm. They may not be Instagram models, but there are women out there that align with you, and you have to find those people. Right. And I feel like the thing is that people try to convert people who are independent, who are, you know, all of those things. And that's where they fuck up at.
I agree, girl.
Hey, AGA.
AGA.
Yes, you gotta find somebody. Mm-hmm. I told him you gotta find somebody that aligns with him. And trust me, I'm his mother, and I am a girl's.
Mm-hmm.
But he is a boy's, and we don't align. And so when he asked me things, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Girl.
What? I be sitting up here like, hello, what you talking
Where you learn this from?
Exactly. And so, I mean, I was like, if that's what you want, then you gotta find. I said there are plenty of women out there that will do that, but trust and believe they will wake up and one day, and usually that day comes at year 7, year 8. That is the time that they will wake up and have an epiphany and be like, no, we're not doing this no more.
This is true.
That's that.
All right, y'all. So we get into the
the Met Gala.
We're getting into some stuff. So the ladies are putting together an event called the Med Gala.
Not Met.
A play off of the Met Gala.
Yes.
Event basically for the medical community in Atlanta. Now, everyone, as in the cast, is supposed to sponsor the event and give mere $1,000. Don't get me wrong now. If I lose $1,000, I'm gonna be hurt. But I'm not. I'm just the average person. We're talking about the doctors. For the doctors, $1,000 is chump change to them. Let's keep that in mind. Okay. So everyone has sponsored the event, financially sponsored the event, except for Tacky Toya, because Toya chose to donate her wine to the event, even though nobody asked her to. So Toya and Eugene feel as though because she's donating her wine, aka promoting her business.
Exactly.
She should not have to pay the additional $1,000 to sponsor
Tacky Toya.
This is why her nickname is Tacky Toya.
Tacky Toya.
Now I fuck with bosses, and in her confessional, Phaedra said, "Baby, she actually donated more champagne than Toya."
Yeah, she said she donated champagne and liquor. I believe. No.
She said,
misquoting it. Heavenly on her live says she donated liquor and champagne, but on the show she said she donated cases of champagne
more than what Toya actually contributed. She said, "But I'm a boss, honey, so I can donate
and money,
and I can write a check. So it ain't no need for me to do all this back and forth and hoop and holler and all this."
Hello.
And I said, "I know that's right, Phaedra, because I'm sorry. Like I said, we're not talking about the average Tom, Dick, Harry, Susan. We ain't talking
Toya
about and Eugene. We're talking about Toya and Eugene, who have a very cute coin. According to Dr. She recently, at that time, purchased a $17,000 purse. So what the hell is what is $1,000 to y'all? $1,000 is like $100.
Right. It is giving you broke.
Are y'all going through something like? What is it to like? I would not, if I had their money, I would not argue about $1,000. $1,000. I would not argue about no shit like that. The fuck?
No.
It's the same. It reminds me of Huntsville with Stormy in
with the $100.
$100. I will wipe my ass with $100. Who gives a fuck about $100? What? $100. And I
that's a like, good callback. That's a good
feel like if I was what's bald headed buck tooth? What's his name? Marceau. If I was Marceau, I wouldn't even press nobody about no $100 motherfucking. Now Stormi stood on business. Stormi wanted to prove it was the principle behind it. But for me,
what is going on?
If I was Stormi, this is just me. I don't like all that back and forth shit. Yes,
right.
I will for myself.
If I can end it, we gonna end it.
I'm gonna
if I gotta pay the bill and y'all cash at my ass back.
Canvas Beauty, you selling out on TikTok, bitch. Who gives a fuck about? You can wipe your ass with $100. Who cares? So I just feel like it's the same shit.
It felt like
$1,000. Thank you, Monique. $1,000 is chump change to them.
Unless it's not, because we see how Toya like to spend and live her life.
So I just didn't understand. I'm sorry. That one, even Dr. Simone had to check Toya and be like, bitch, no, honey, you're not a team player. Talking about, I'm a team player. You're not a team player. Because if you were a team player, you would just give the $1,000. You know, it looks bad. You're the only one that didn't sponsor the, like.
So how did you feel about Dr. Heavenly calling her out?
I'm about to get to that next. So the ladies arrive at the Met Gala. I think overall, everyone looked beautiful. The event looked very nice. It looks like they did spend a pretty coin on it. From what we've heard, Jackie and Heavenly put up additional funds for the event. Everything looked like it went well until Jackie got on the mic and delivers her speech, basically thanking the attendees. And then Dr. Heavenly gets on the mic, and that's where shit went left. So Dr. Heavenly is thanking the sponsors of the event and things like that. Now she addresses Jackie as Dr. Jackie, and she said to Simone, the beautiful Simone. Now I do think they need to make more of a point. If you're going to acknowledge Jackie as Dr. Jackie, you need to also acknowledge Simone as Dr. Simone. I agree with that. Would I have yelled it out?
I'm good with that.
Audience, the way Toya did, probably not, because I'm not tacky. But Toya yelled it out from the crowd and said, that's Dr. Simone Whitmore. And Heavenly being petty.
I mean, I'm good either way. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But I feel like me as a doctor, I wouldn't be mad if somebody yelled it out and they tried to leave off my credentials that I worked so hard for.
I understand. I agree. I do agree with that. I just don't know if it was appropriate for Toya to have done it the way she did it. And yeah, so again, Heavenly being as petty as she is, she used that moment to be like, well, where's Toya? Toya, where you at, girl? I see you. I hear you, but I don't see you. Oh, you right there? Oh, okay, yeah. Toya did not donate to the event. She did not sponsor the event. She did not give any money to the Met Gala. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Woo!
Y'all know that Heavenly is a producer on the show, and so she's gonna make it do what it do.
She's a producer. She's also from Miami-Dade County. She go tit for tat. It's a combination of things. But
oh my God, are we covering the stuff that's going on between her and Sweet Tea?
Wasn't planning on it, but you can.
Oh, okay.
Because I was gonna really wait to the reunion because Sweet Tea didn't really say shit. I mean, you know, but let me just finish this out.
Okay.
So yeah, so Eugene. Sorry, let me start saying doctor in front of them because they come for me. Dr. Eugene pulls Dr. Damon Daddy to the side and was like, hey man, I didn't like that. Da, 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 da. Damon was like, don't pull up on me, man. And so whatever, they have a conversation. Eugene's like, look, it's just that wasn't appropriate. I don't want my wife to be looking like some cheapskate who didn't, you know, well, bitch, that's what she looked like. Sorry, that's what it's giving. Exactly, Monique. Toya showcasing her wine does not benefit the Met Gala. It benefits Toya.
It benefits her.
And that's what Dr. Simone was trying to tell her when they were at their house. Like,
that's the whole thing that we're trying to tell her about her marriage Like she wants everything to benefit her. Like she's so self-centered. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Like you don't think about nobody else. And then somebody says, I heard somebody said that her children wake her up so that she can take them to school.
Oh Lord.
What the fuck is going?
How'd you hear that?
It was on one of these damn lives.
Let's be careful. Allegedly.
No, I believe it. That bitch don't do nothing.
Allegedly. So yeah, I just thought that was very tacky of Toya, and you're not a team player, because if you were a team player, you would have donated $1,000. And you still, the thing is, if you're a real businesswoman, you would have used the opportunity to promote your brand. So you could have still donated the cases of wine, promoted your business, and still gave them $1,000 to help out, like financially, with the event.
But I just don't center, and so she's not gonna do it.
And I'm actually surprised at Eugene as well. They both actually look cheap.
I'm not surprised. He's gonna back her up. And you know, I feel like in person, yeah, you kind of have to back your spouse up, but in private, are you able to check her? And I don't think that he's able to check her. So
no, I feel like sometimes he can, but I don't know. He shared the same sentiment as hers, so you know.
I only seen from season 4 to now, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if he's able to check her or he has, but it doesn't feel like
it's definitely not easy.
It doesn't feel like
he's checked her before on the show, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it wasn't an easy task, and she didn't take it laying down. So
Miss Quad,
she got it. She got now. Miss Quad's body is popping. Quad looks so good. Quad looks freaking good. So
I was surprised that she looked that good for the finale, but how she looked on a reunion, because when the reunion looked,
I didn't like a lot of their looks. I didn't really like their looks. We don't know. Quad at the reunions usually brings it with the wardrobe, with the hair, with the makeup. She's usually 9 times out of 10, Quad is on point at the reunion. This one,
that's why I felt crazy. I was like,
I didn't really like any of their looks, to be honest. Maybe 1 or 2 of them, but I didn't like. Collectively, I didn't think they brought it this year. But so yes, Miss Quad shows up late per usual. And you know, this one thing I like about Quad, whether it's performative or not, I like the fact that she ain't gonna let no bitch.
I didn't like it.
She ain't gonna let no bitch see her sweat. So she showed up, smiles and all. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Oh, Dr. G, good to see. Don't be shy, Dr. G. Come over here. It's okay. You don't have to be like that. Hello, how are you? Shook my hand. Now, I didn't like when she asked Sweet Tea if she could grab him by the collar, grab him by the. Now that I didn't like that. I thought that was a little too much.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like that. Shaking his hand was okay, but that, can I grab him by the whatever she said? I don't know. I can't quote, but whatever she said.
I didn't like it. I'm not gonna quote it because I don't like it, and I like Quad.
Yeah, so, I didn't like that part.
Y'all can say I'm biased. It's okay. Quad's my girl. And so what I felt about that it was an embarrassment. Like, I feel 50-50 about it. I feel like maybe she's portraying it as though she healed from her marriage and she's okay with being cordial with T, with G, whatever. I'm moving on with my life, and you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the angle that she was doing it with. However, I feel like with the abuse that she dealt with, I don't have them type I don't have that type of cordial or whatever with somebody who has done me wrong, or who has dragged me, or who has hit me or done something to me. So
yeah,
that's the part that I'm not with or whatever. But like I said, if she's healed from it or whatever, and we're in a television show,
with
then
your new bitch, I'm
that's
gonna
just what
come
it
up
is.
like I'm unbothered. I'm gonna do it just like Quad did. Hi,
Yeah, she's performing. It's very performative.
definitely performative, but bitch, you ain't gonna see me sweat up in this hole.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I was just like, that's just what it is. But at the same time, I was just like, she was doing too much. Like I felt like she made a complete fool of herself. And I love Quad, and I'm not gonna be saying that she made a fool of herself. But like I said, if a motherfucker was dragging me and doing all that stuff, I'm not hugging nobody's neck. I'm not asking no permission to hug nobody's neck, and that's just what it's not.
That was weird. I wouldn't have said that. That was
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
weird.
I'm not doing it. She made a complete fool herself. She looked good. She was presenting like it's performative. She's doing everything that she's supposed to be doing, but girl, no.
Yeah.
It took it down some notches for me. I was like, girl, no, this is not it. It's not it.
Let me ask you before we get out of here, because I'm about to pass out, y'all. What do you think about when Dr. Simone in her confessional said, "Oh, if Quad really cared, like she would have or she should have called and reached out and see if we could meet up to discuss the friendship." How do we feel about that, considering that, bitch, I don't want to, Dr. Simone, you kicked me off the trip.
I don't gotta talk to nobody.
I ain't gotta do nothing.
I'm not. To me, I feel like that the thing, it wasn't an invitation by her, it was an invitation by production. So if I wanted to show up, then I'm going to show the fuck up. Like, I don't know. Like, do you see this? Y'all see this middle finger?
I just think this group can be very heartless. I just think this group can be very tough and very.
I don't give a fuck. It just like how Toya walked past her. Bitch, fuck you. I ain't got nothing to say to you. So I mean,
I'm curious to see how it goes at the reunion.
Yeah.
Dr. Simone and Quad get into it. I do hope Simone takes some accountability though, because it's not all Quad. You know, Quad has her flaws and her faults, and we've addressed them. But Dr. Simone, you also have
right. I feel like everybody else haven't addressed their stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why when Quad keep on saying, like, y'all left me hanging. When my husband was dragging me and doing all this stuff, y'all didn't stand up for me. Did that not happen? Did they stand up for her? I don't feel like anybody stood up for her.
I mean, they did temporarily, but it was very temporary. Then they jumped.
I don't know. I felt like they were making excuses for that man. And I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna go back and watch it, but I feel like they were making excuses for him, and she didn't feel supported. Like she's going through.
No, she did not feel supported. Right during the
divorce.
Yes, I agree, because I remember when she kind of went MIA from the girls, and when she first came around, Dr. Simone had an attitude. Oh, Quad, it's been a while. Catch us up. What's going on? But she did it in a really condescending, rude way. And it's like, what if I was freaking depressed? What if I was suicidal? Like, you're coming at me like I did something to you. When people are going through stuff, they do kind of retreat. They close themselves off. That is a normal thing.
Yeah, I understand that. I get that.
I just think they could have given Quad more grace during that time.
Right. But I felt like they more geared towards G because he was a doctor.
I don't think
whether or not he was doing good, bad, or indifferent things, I felt like he was mistreating her. And we saw it on camera, but they was still like rallying behind him. And they didn't. So I feel like Quad feelings are warranted because they did not rally around her. I swear they didn't.
No, she definitely has some valid points. And I do feel like Quad's feelings are valid and she was hurt. Now, I just think she messed up on the trip at that table when she kept saying, instead of acknowledging where she
was at the beginning of the story.
I know. But I'm just saying in that moment, they just wanted her to say, you know what, I did mess up and I'm sorry without always saying, but you guys did it too, but you hurt me too. But it was like, sometimes you got to just take that first step to crack that code before you get, what I'm saying? I don't know. I just think she could have played it a little bit better when she was at that dinner table in Napa. But I still think collectively that they did her wrong.
HEA, I agree. She doesn't need to be in that group. She honestly doesn't, because they don't respect her for one.
I don't like that I don't like the whole kicking off. I just don't like
if you start back from season 1, they never respected her. And that's why I feel like Sweet Tea need to leave, because they don't respect her either. Yeah. And so it's always going to be a continuing joke where they're going to be like pushing her down and like, bitch, I don't care if you the breakout star. I don't care if you like me, but people, I don't know. I mean, maybe.
No, Sweet Tea shouldn't give up. The difference is Sweet Tea had the backing of Dr. Simone and Toya. So her situation is a little bit. Yeah, she got into it with Jackie.
Y'all know the little guy is not gonna make it. Sweet Tea not gonna make it. That's their storyline. They gonna keep on pushing the same way. I don't care if Sweet Tea even becomes the breakout star, they gonna still push her down because it's like, bitch, you ain't better than us. You ain't a medical doctor. You ain't get this and that and that, and you got it off of whatever. But listen, it is what it is. Are we done?
No, we're done. I'm about to get out of here.
I feel like I'm done.
But yeah, y'all, that was the finale.
Yes, HEA elitist attitude.
They do, and they've had that attitude since season 1.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm like, like a Quad apologist, because I feel like I understand that and I see it happening all over again.
So. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, that was it. That was the finale. I'm not sure if they're gonna air the reunion next week. I think they are. So I'm looking forward to the reunion. Married to Medicine, when it comes to reunions, they typically bring it. It is typically very entertaining, never a dull moment. Their reunions typically hit. So I'm looking forward to the reunion. I want to see this show continue to grow and I want to see it excel. It's one of the best shows on Bravo, hands down, for several years. I'm a big fan of Married to Medicine. And yeah, shout out to season 10. Congrats to the ladies, production, all that good stuff.
They did the best that they could with what
they had. And we'll see how next season goes.
Yeah. Shout out to HEA, Monique, 69 Ways, LSW, Michelle, Monique, Sam, and the Charlotte. So yeah, I just wanted to shout y'all out.
Miss Kira.
Miss Kira, yes.
Yes. So thank you guys.
Make sure you catch us on a replay. I understand everybody is live.
Everybody's going live right now. Replay crew, please show us some love.
Comment
on both of our channels. Like on both of our channels. Please make sure you have your notification bell turned on for both of our channels. That way you will get notified whenever we drop new content. Thank you guys so much for watching. We love you guys, and we will see you guys next time. Have a good night. Y'all be safe. Mwah.